Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Dragon RPG Review. I'm John,
And I'm Ava.
and today we are going to be talking about pocket editions. Specifically, the Pathfinder pocket editions, which we ordered off Amazon. So we're going to check these out and just talk about pocket editions in general. So let's get started. First, we have the Pathfinder Core Rulebook Pocket Edition. I was surprised when we got this in the mail because it is pretty hefty for a pocket edition. It's awesome. I love the fact that it's soft cover, but it is all 575 pages of the actual hardbound core rulebook. So they didn't, abbreviate any sections. This isn't
They
like
didn't cut things out. They just
right.
condensed it into, I guess, quote unquote, lighter weight because
Right.
of it. I guess it is lighter weight, but at the same time, it's not like an extreme difference. It's just slightly because it is a soft cover.
So the only downside to that would be the fact that the print
Needs a magnifying glass.
is very tiny for old guys like me.
I opened it up and I don't know, I guess I just didn't know what exactly to expect. So I opened it up and I'm like, oh my god, this is so small for fine print.
But honestly, to me, it's worth it. I mean, I love pocket editions.
I love that you get it all in there,
Yeah.
but they didn't cut anything out.
Yeah, so let's look through. So my story with Pathfinder is when Pathfinder came out, I was kind of a committed D&D player, so I kind of moved to the 4th edition rules, and I kept hearing a lot of buzz around Pathfinder, and I heard that it was just like 3.5, but I had played so many years of 3rd edition that I was kind of ready to try a new rule set and 4th edition. So I wasn't
open to it.
I was open to 4th edition, but a lot of people weren't, and they went to Pathfinder because Pathfinder is 3.5 open gaming license compatible. So years later, now that I'm going back to try to collect for Pathfinder, opening up this table of contents, I realize how similar it actually is to
I noticed the
3rd edition.
classes, they're all the same thing with the races. And for me, I've heard of Pathfinder, but I honestly didn't really know what it was. And I kind of didn't understand for the fact of I knew about D&D, and I'm like, well, it kind of seems the same.
Yeah, so, and, in a lot of ways, it is pretty much, a lot of people, I've heard refer to it as 3.75.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
hilarious.
because Pathfinder did go ahead and fix some of, like, the imbalances and stuff that 3.5 had, so a lot of people consider Pathfinder just the natural evolution to 3.5. So,
right.
Yeah, they joke
I
around and call it like
3.75. That's cool.
Yeah. So the cool thing about the Pathfinder game is that this is actually everything you technically need to play. Besides, you might want to pick up the Bestiary, obviously. But they have a game mastery section. So yeah, the reason this book is so large is because this is really a DM guide also. Or GM guide, I guess I should say.
GM in this case.
Game master in Pathfinder. But it's kind of neat. So I like how they kind of respectfully give Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson their shout out there. And then the guys that created 3rd edition. So that's kind of cool. But Paizo had, they had a relationship with D&D because Paizo put out Dragon Magazine and Dungeon Magazine.
Oh, did they?
So yeah, when those magazines ended, I'm pretty sure it was right before 4th edition was getting ready to come out. So yeah, kind of a sad day when those magazines ended. definitely, because I liked those magazines a lot. But yeah.
Something I like about this, I like the edges.
Oh yeah, I like the kind of like the outline artwork and stuff.
Yeah, so when you close it, then it looks all dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I never really noticed that
when
until
you start
said
rippling through, it just seems like this. See how the...
Oh yeah.
I love this look right here when it's...
Yeah, that's nice.
Going through the pages.
You like fancy stuff like that.
I do. I definitely do pay attention to the art. The design element, I really do pay attention to it. And I like how it seems kind of like worn kind of edges. I love that look.
Now, I've heard a lot of people say that they're not like huge fans of Pathfinder's artwork. But I don't see a problem with it. I think a lot of people say that some of it is like kind of over exaggerated. But I don't know. I think it's kind of nice. I think the cover is pretty cool.
I opened up the first page I opened up in this when you got it was a picture of her. She's a sorceress.
Oh, nice.
So I opened up and it was that picture of her, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this artwork is amazing."
So we got the core rule book, but we also got the Game Mastery Pocket Edition. So I think this kind of just better explains a lot of like how to be a GM and stuff. Ooh, here's another thing I like about Pathfinder. I love their goblin design. I just think the goblins look really awesome.
Oh, it looks like he killed a puppy.
Holy crap, I thought he was like standing on a rock, but yeah.
No.
Now that I look, you're right. He
does look like he killed a puppy.
That's hilarious, man. You know, goblins are little shits. That's hilarious. So yeah, this goes through like how to run the game, player characters, non-player characters, rewards. I think there's like a system, like it talks about advancement and how you can do fast-paced advancement or slow advancement, which is kind of cool because a lot of people...
Some people really want to take their time.
Yeah, some people... Well, I mean, that's how I kind of like to play. Like, I come from
like rush through it.
The AD&D days where, you know, you could play for 2 years and still be at, like, level 4. So I actually like slow advancement. I think when you finally earn a level, it actually feels like you've accomplished something.
Right, more rewarding.
Yeah.
A bigger challenge that you have achieved.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of a problem in more modern RPGs, like 5th edition and stuff. But
you can just kind of pummel through each.
No, these pocket editions are awesome, and like I said, I mean, if you can get past the small print, I think
get yourself
it's
a magnifying
fine.
glass.
Yeah, just get a magnifying glass. And last we have the Bestiary Pocket Edition. So this is basically like your standard monster manual. It's got all kinds of stuff. A lot of this is pretty familiar if you've you know, there's a black pudding. If you've ever played D&D, I mean, this is your typical fantasy stuff, but I really like some of the designs for these creatures. Like I said, the goblins are the most noticeable for me. Like, I just love the goblin design. They're actually on the cover. I just love the way Pathfinder's goblins look. So cool.
Their blades are more chiseled. And look,
oh yeah,
like
the artwork
very
is awesome.
Choppy kind.
So these are the 3 Pathfinder Pocket Editions that we picked up, and these are just awesome priced. I mean, Amazon, if you pick them up on Amazon, they're really affordable. If you've never collected for Pathfinder, like us, and you want to start, this is a great way to do it rather than trying to hunt down like the hardcovers, which are probably...
And it can break the bank, especially when you're just starting to get into it and ease yourself with... Because it can get pretty pricey.
Yeah, and the hardcovers are probably pretty sought after now. These are fantastic. The fact that you get the exact copies of every book. These aren't abridged. It's the whole core rule book, the whole game mastery guide, the whole bestiary.
This all into a soft cover.
And I
for a very
actually
good
do love
price.
soft covers. I don't know why. A lot of people prefer hardback, but I actually really enjoy the soft covers. These are really, really well put together, good quality. Pathfinder did a great job, and that's
How
my
much did you get
verdict.
them for on Amazon?
I want to say like $13.99, $14.99, something like that. They were pretty cheap. I mean, even at regular retail. So this one goes for $24.99. So $25. For an almost 600-page book, I don't think that's bad at all. Especially when the hardcover was probably like $60. This one retails for $19.99. And this one also retails for $19.99. So, but on Amazon, like I said, get them from Amazon because you can get them way cheaper than that. And so you can have all three for, if you get them on Amazon, way less than $60. I highly recommend these if you're trying to get into first edition Pathfinder. What did you think? Did you like these?
From what I saw so far with it, yeah, I mean, I like the artwork, and I was reading a little bit about like dryads.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna do an upcoming creature video on dryads. So yeah, Ava
I'm loving
was.
dryads.
Yeah, she's really into the dryads. So I'm like, well,
like
let's
nature
make a
stuff.
video.
I love
So
nature stuff.
yeah, it's kind of cool to see Pathfinder's take on certain monsters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like reading through the Bestiary and seeing because there's subtle differences here and there. So it's not just a direct copy of D&D. So
Right, there are some different adjustments in it, and I didn't even notice that when I was reading my dryads.
Yep. So yeah, go ahead and pick these up if you're interested. I highly recommend them. Ava highly recommends them, and that's our little.
We're sticking to it.
That's our little review on Pocket Edition. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. We will see you in the next video.